Hello and Merry late Christmas. We're back on Alma. We are back to do the same series we have been on for a while. It's been a while since I recorded, I do apologize, but I'm on break. And I figured, why not get a video in? I have a new controller. Not from Christmas, I just bought it today because I needed a new one. You see, the situation is the white one, headphone jack doesn't work, but it doesn't have controller drift, and the share button works. The black one has, you've seen it, has pretty terrible controller drift, and the share button's broken, but the mic jack works. I just use my steering wheel to start recording and whatever. I don't have to do that now because I have a controller that works perfectly fine on everything. Hopefully it stays that way because it would be very, very nice. Anyway, as you remember in the last video, we got a restored TLX 1982, and we got this nice Bale autoload trailer, which really helped us out on, I believe it was our oats field. Yep, oats right here. Helped us on our oats field a lot. And we were able to bale that up, make extra money from the bales, which we did sell. And if you don't remember, we also have at the shop, which we're not bringing home quite yet, we have a tedder, a windrower, and a mower, which means we can now do hay. Now, I do believe, sadly, we had to lease a harvester because we have yet to get a harvester, and I haven't checked the sales either, so we will do that. But I don't think I sold a thing for leasing the harvester, so I think we're going to have to cut our losses. We're going to keep this. I really want a flatbed TLX. Hopefully we'll get one. We'll have to cut our losses with the tedder. And which here is our thing. Ooh, we got a Kubota. Compare horsepowers. This one has how much more? A lot more. Okay, never mind. We're not getting the Kubota. As much as I would like to, that'd be very nice, because we can get most of our money back from it. But, no, we're going to have to cut our losses with the tedder. It's just... we just don't... It's not that we don't need it, but we do need to get rid of it, because we did lease one item. If you don't remember the rules, I can only buy things from the used vehicle sales. Everything has to be from the used vehicle sales, except for buildings, obviously. The only thing we really need is a harvester. We have everything else. From there, it's upgrading. And we do need to buy more farmland. But the only thing is, though, is that we don't have a harvester. And every time we have to lease one, we have to get rid of something. If we lease two things during the in-game year, we have to get rid of two things at the end of the in-game year. So we leased a combine. I have to get rid of an item. It can be anything. It can't be something... If it's something I don't need, I can get rid of it. But it has to be something that could have been of use. So, you know, that's just how the rules work. Okay. I mean, a corn header, actually. We could use something like that, but it's 55 grand. Though it would match close to sizes with our header that we do have. So, we might pick that up just so we can do, like, sunflowers. We're going to do that. We still don't have a combine, and now we're not buying the 40 series, sadly, as much as I would love to. I don't know what this does. I think this is this is for forestry. We don't want to worry about that. We're not doing forestry. We really could. Chainsaws don't come up in used vehicle sales, though, so we can't. Unless they do. I haven't seen it myself. To be honest, I'm not sure how far along we're going to go with this episode, so we will see. We will see 100%. But, yeah. So, we're now in the month of February. I think, how many days do I give myself? I completely forget. Okay, we get 2 days a month. Alright, so we got a plow. This actually might be useful. This plow is actually probably going to be very useful because we can make a new field. And I really like that design. So we're going to go with that. When springtime comes, I think we're going to make a new field because that is going to be something actually really useful. We're going to go ahead and do that because we can make this whole area a field. Whatever part isn't road, we can make a field. Or we can just completely get rid of the road and make a field. So, yeah. Obviously, we can't do nothing. I still have to cultivate this. I don't remember what we're going to plant. I'm thinking sunflowers, maybe. That gives us till March to do that. We can get them planted, get them rolled, get it in. So I think we're going to go that far until we plant, and then the next episode will be harvest and so on. Usually each thing is a new. Every 2 episodes should be about an end game year, maybe 3. Just depends on how much activity there is going on. But we'll see. Snow is still here. I'm really hoping that we can get this planted sooner rather than later, because that would actually be very helpful. Let's see what we got in the vehicle sales today. We got a sprayer and a compactor and a front loader. Nothing we need. We're going to go to March and hope that we can get something useful. If not, we can get to planting our sunflowers that we're going to do. And we'll get a field plowed up as well, because that plow is actually going to be pretty handy. So, yeah, we will do that. We will see how that goes. It is now March. The snow is still here. All right, let's see. What do we got? There is absolutely nothing. Well, something's going to spawn eventually, so we might as well sit here and wait. So I am bringing the plow back from the shop. There's a lot of snow everywhere. It's no longer snowing, so hopefully it's gone by tomorrow in game. But there's still nothing in the shop. That is not good at all, because as you know, this is our lifeline. We need stuff to be in there. We can't have nothing in there, because otherwise, what is there to do? But I figured I'd take the time to see if anything would spawn in. I'm gonna go ahead and slow time down again. Do ×2. But we have a plow. Oh, the snow's going away. Awesome. Actually, we're gonna do halftime. We are going to get this field cultivated, and while the worker does that, I'm gonna actually plow up a field. We're gonna do 2 fields of sunflowers. So this is actually kind of working out pretty good, actually. I must say, this actually worked out decent now that the snow's gone. So we're going to park that here. Get the 8RT. I think this is the only 2 tractors we got. Yes. No, we're actually doing good. We have actually really good, decent equipment, I must say. We are actually doing pretty good for ourselves. I will say. We will get this, because I don't think that planter we have is direct drill. I think I tried it in the last episode and it wasn't, which sucks. But it's okay, because if it did, we could just sell this at the end of the year as a compensating for lease. Until then, we won't really have to lease anything. We really won't have to lease. We can sell whenever we need to in that case. But we don't have a harvester, so we kind of need to. But, yeah, we're going to go ahead and move this stuff, because I put a field right there. I'm trying to figure out, because we're going to put a small... We're gonna do small fields. They're not going to be huge. They're not going to be big. Just basic fields, because, well, as you can see, we kind of need it. We only have a little bit of farmland. That's our only field. It'd be nice to have as much as we can get, because before we get all this equipment, we need to buy more fields. And as you can tell, I didn't really pick the best spot, because we have 1 field, and the rest around it are fairly big. If we want smaller fields, we have to move over this way. And I don't think you guys would want to have to watch me travel, or I don't think I'd want to have to travel that far. So I don't know. We might just have to buy fields and then kind of split it up like this field and make that, cut everything in like a chef. I don't know. Cut it like a vegetable or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. But anyway, we're going to get this. I'm going to use my help menu here. We are going to allow to create field, and we are going to do a headland. Hopefully this is going to be a flat row. What's it going to do? All right. This is painfully small, so we'll see how well this goes. Don't worry, I did it to myself. It's nobody's fault but mine. So we might wait till tomorrow in game to plant, but we're at least going to get this stuff done. So, but yeah, I think we're going to see each other after a cut. So I'll see you guys when this stuff's done. You know what? Judge it all you want. It's alright. It's not the greatest. This plow is painfully small. I usually prefer using the 9MT by Black Sheep Modding. That is the best plow. for this type of job. But you know what? We use what we got. It's all right. It's better than not having a plow to create these extra fields, because these extra fields are actually probably going to be pretty beneficial to have. I was actually really hoping to do this. Now, the one thing I was wanting to do was get a grass field, but you know, but we're going to make this small field here, which we could actually do grass in this now that I think about it, but I don't know. Then we have this other piece of land just over here. This is a big chunk. That is going to take a while. I'd have to really want to take my time with that. But the good news is that this field's not big, so this should not take me forever. Everything else might, but this shouldn't. But yeah, it looks like our worker over there is doing all right, so we'll let him do his thing. In March 2nd in game, we will do all the planting. We're going to do all sunflowers first go, and we aren't going to do no grass yet. When we do go to do grass field, this field here that we're plowing up, this will probably be the grass field. It's not huge, but it's something. It'll give us maybe 1 or 2 bales, or maybe a few more. I don't know. Probably 1 or 2, because I think I have my bales set to, like, a lot. So, yeah, but we will see. This will be just a simple field, nothing crazy. Just something to pass us by. But we have the extra land, and we should utilize it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And if you're wondering, still nothing in there. I may have already shown that, but I didn't say anything. So, yeah, nothing new, sadly. We really need it, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world, not yet. We're going to go ahead and cut across this. Yeah, this plow is painfully small. For all those that start off with small equipment on big fields or medium-sized fields, I kind of respect you, because I don't have the patience for this at all. Maybe it's just the kind of equipment I'm using. I have no idea. That, or it's just because I'm recording a video and it's slow. I have no idea. But it's okay, because no, don't do that. Oh boy. There we go. Because I do this on one of my other save games. I used fairly small equipment, bigger than this. You guys probably use the same ones, like the 1066, but the little cultivator that EY Modding has made. I do use that. That's about it. I do use I use a decently small amount of equipment. I might have to go over that map someday, because it has over like 250 hours on it, I think. It's a big save game. It has 2 farms. I almost have the entire map. Yeah, I don't actually play Alma besides for this series. It's a good map. Definitely a good map. I recommend this map. 100%. This map is the best. I can't wait to see what Celebuki has for the future, because his maps are honestly amazing. Iowa Plains, if you guys remember that series, that was a really good series. Definitely one of my favorites to record. I'd like to make a series similar to it again, but we shall see in the future. But, yeah. It was a 90s based series, late 90s, early 2000s based. Definitely recommend watching it if you haven't. It's like 24 or 5 episodes. I'm trying to make it 25, but didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. But that's alright. We actually... So, fun fact about the series, now that I'm rambling. Me and Mr. Blue Jeans actually never updated that save game, because it always required a new save game. So we never updated from the original. So I think we were on either the first or second patch that entire series. We just never updated it, because we'd have to start over again. There'd be glitches, and we didn't want to do that, considering the progress we had already made on our custom farms. So we just decided to never update it. But on the very last episode, he accidentally made the mistake of updating it with it not being able to cancel. And he couldn't uninstall it to cancel it, because then you'd automatically be on the next patch, and That's not what we want. So he wasn't able to join for most of the last episode. He spoke in it, but I don't think he actually appeared because of that. But it was the last episode, so it was alright. It wasn't really that bad. That was a fun series. I think Lancey Boy's Wisconsin map that he is in the works on making, that is going to be based in the 90s or 80s too. So maybe I will make a series like it. I have no idea. We'll see. But, yeah. Now to ramble for the next thing. There is this mod on ModHub. If you're not aware, it is a mayonnaise production pack. You might have it. You might have seen it. If you haven't seen it or have not used it, I recommend this if you're trying to play realistic, but wanting to make a lot of money very quickly. You see, this thing, if you do chickens and canola, soybeans, or olives, and you own the oil factory, if you put all those, if you make your oils and you take it to the mayonnaise factory, use either sunflower, canola, or olive, all different, and to put eggs in there, it makes mayonnaise. Pretty simple. You're just getting your oils. You can just do canola. That's easy oil. Sunflower is easy oil. Or olives. I haven't done olives, but I'm pretty sure it requires a vineyard. But that's besides the point. And then you get your eggs. You know, that's basic. Just do chickens. Everybody probably does chickens. Here's the catch. It doesn't take long to make, and you may be getting, depending on how many day seasons you run, you're probably going to get 1 to 2 pallets a day. I run 3-day seasons. I usually get 1 to 2 pallets a day, just depending. And each pallet, if you use the custom sell point in it, which is like $500, $1,000, I think the whole production itself costs like just under $100K. So not very expensive to set up, and you'll get your money back very quick. Each pallet, 1,000 liters, as this game measures, is worth, every 30,000 liters is worth, depending, usually on average between 25,000 and 30,000. Usually on the higher end, around 28 to 31. It obviously will fluctuate, but it'll stay up there high in range. So you can make just about $30,000 a pallet. If you get 2 pallets a day, that's $60,000 a day for doing your simple crops, taking it to the oil mill, and then putting it through the mayonnaise production. That is the most simplest money you can possibly make. And it's a lot, too. It'll pay back very quick. So my advice to you is, if you do not have that mod and want to play realistic, this mod is actually realistic. It just pays an absurd amount. Maybe that's the unrealistic catch. I don't know. You can decide that. But I do recommend that mod if you are wanting to. It's actually really good too. It takes a little bit of slots if you're on console. It does, but the money is worth it. If you do the productions, that is definitely a production I definitely recommend getting into, because it's just so worth it. And if you do have it and you're watching this video, hey, feel free to agree or disagree or just whatever. I don't know. Just give your thoughts and opinions on it. Yeah, it's definitely something I would look into and see. Because when I saw it at first, I was like, that's not real. It's real. Yeah, I definitely recommend it if you haven't tried it. I honestly would. Just give it a shot. I mean, nothing's a terrible idea. You can't knock it till you try it. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that saying. Definitely one of those things I would do. I wouldn't knock it until you try it. I think it's cool. I'm sure this is on in here right now. Obviously, we're not doing productions in this unless we have the money. But we'd also need like a forklift. We have a trailer. We can use it. We're just going to go around this. But yeah, I basically just talked that whole time. That is crazy. All right. What's next? Anyway, yeah, I just want to throw that out there. I think that's a pretty good mod. But I'm going to go ahead and see you guys when everything's done. I'm enough rambling. I've wasted a lot, enough of your time. Probably, it says about 10 minutes. That sounds about right. It's already a really long video because of that, so I apologize. Yeah, I'll see you guys when all the plowing and all the cultivating's done. Alright, so both fields are done. So obviously, I haven't showed them yet. You guys will see in a minute. We're gonna go around this field, finish what the worker couldn't get, and then we're gonna skip a day, and then we're gonna go into planting season. We're gonna plant all fields. Ooh, excuse me, with sunflowers. We're gonna do sunflowers, and that'll be the header. But we still don't have a combine. That does not change that fact. There is still nothing in there. Unfortunately, it's going to be like that until hopefully we get something in the next day. But we will see because we still don't know yet 100%. So, but that's all right. Yeah, it seems like the worker got a good bit here. Should hopefully be able to get all this in one go. It's going to be pretty close. I think, yeah, we got it. We got it. Yeah. You can see the fields now in the distance. That is actually a fairly decent sized field. That is fairly decent size. You're probably wondering what these specks are. Those are telephone poles. But yes, not terrible. We now have 3 fields. So we should be doing pretty decent from now on. We'll be able to sell the crops now, but we still have yet to actually sell our old crops. We still have soybeans and oats. So we still have both of them. Hopefully from these 3 fields we can accumulate about 25,000 liters of sunflowers, because if so, that would actually be a great help in the long run. So hopefully that'll be the case. That's best case scenario, hopefully. So anyway, but we're gonna finish this, park the cultivator, get the seeder, skip a day, we'll go to March 2nd, that's where we'll plant and roll, and then we'll go till harvest. And we'll stop the day before harvest, and yeah, that'll be the video. Now, I don't think harvest is actually pretty far off, so we might actually end it after we seed. So yeah, we'll actually probably do that. That'll probably be a little easier. We'll go to May. How about that? We'll go to April 2nd. We'll stop there and start at May 1st in the next episode. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we'll fold it up, park it. Car, why must you get in the way? Yep, it is currently 5 o'clock. Anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and park this bad boy right here, and we will get the seeder. Okay, we will park this over here. I had to get a quick thumbnail screenshot, so there's like a kind of an awkward gap. I'm actually curious, can this truck actually seed? This planter can do just about everything. So I'm actually curious, because if so, we will go ahead and actually plant this first field. We'll actually plant this little field if so, because this little field's pretty small, so. Now, the only bad part is, I'm actually going to go over, we can look at our stats. We actually plowed up 1.21 hectares. Not a lot. We cultivated 2.38. So we don't really have that much here. It's not huge, but it's enough. So let's see. Can we? Oh, we can actually. Okay, nice. All right, so we can do that. We'll go ahead and do this field real quick. This field will take like 2 seconds. We'll roll it tomorrow in the game, or yeah, tomorrow in game. Yeah. Yeah, this truck, it can pull it. That's for sure. The good thing is we won't have to refill this. Does this thing have a fertilizing tank? No, it doesn't. That's the truck capacity. I always knew that because we had this on Edgewater, and I had to go around and fertilize after every time planting. It was quite annoying, but it was all right. But yes. Anyway, we'll now that we're here, we might as well do it. I mean. But, yeah, we will, hopefully we can get a harvester in the next few episodes. I really need one, man. It's killing the farm. We don't get a harvester, we're gonna have to keep leasing. I can actually check how many months we've played. Years, anyway. Where is it at? we've played 3 years total in game. And we don't have a harvester yet. That's the last thing we need. We need a harvester. It's crazy to think that literally that's the last thing we need. I have plenty of harvester mods too. I really do. I don't know why I'm not getting any harvesters, but I really need one. So, anywho, we will go ahead and get this finished. I literally took a headland and a little extra piece. Oh, but I didn't lower it. There we go. Yeah, that did not take long at all. So, yeah. We're going to see how big this field is exactly after we're done seeding it. Then we'll skip to the next day, like I said. We'll do all the rest of the seeding off camera, just because I'm not gonna like bore you guys with that. That'll be no fun. I've already rambled on for like 10 minutes while plowing. I don't need to bore you with more farming. Who buys farming sim to farm nowadays? There's a bunch of other stuff to do in this game. No, but for real. I did get daylights on this. Okay, I'm just curious. Turn this off because we're not going to need it. Our neighbors are probably thinking this guy has the most unorganized farm. They're completely right because we do. We have a very unorganized farm. But that's okay. That's what gives it character. So, anyway. So, what do we got? Nothing of use. What a surprise. Anyway. We will go ahead and get to continuing with the farm work, the fun work, yes. And I'll get this guy on a field over here of sunflowers while I get to rolling. So I'll see you guys whenever we're finished there, and yeah, happy seeding, I guess. And after a lot of work, everything's planted and rolled. So we have 3 fields of sunflowers now that should be ready in the month of November. Correct? Sunflowers. No, October, November. So we have quite a long time. Like I said, we're going to go to April 2nd this episode, so just 2 more days in game. Then we'll call it quits there. And then the next episode we'll pick back up and go from the days until harvest, and then harvest, and then end the video there. So we have a lot of months until the next time. Now, obviously we don't have a fertilizer, so maybe we should hope we get one to invest in so we can actually fertilize crops. I believe that is a slurry tanker. We have a harvester! Not the kind we want. Alright, one more day, and that's going to be it for today. It's been a long episode. Long time recording. I spent over an hour on this. A lot of TikToks and a lot of workers doing their thing. So, yeah, that's going to conclude that. So now, what's going to happen is we're going to see what we get. Ooh, loading wagon. Oh my gosh. Dude. Holy crap. It's a harvester. It's expensive, but it's a harvester. Dude, that's awesome. We're gonna get it an American, because this is America. Oh my gosh. Dude. Finally. We're gonna go ahead and go with the regular capacity, because it's extra money we don't need to spend. Standard lights. We could get those really fancy ones. Oh, never mind. That's a lot of money. Dude, we can get the demo sticker on it. Let's do that. That looks cool. Rear hitches. We don't need a rear hitch. We should probably get a long pipe. We don't really need a wide axle. Don't need... We'll get the number on it. It looks cool. Oh my gosh. We finally did it. A combine. Dude. That was a lot of money. On April 2nd. Oh my gosh. It's a big combine. That is huge. We are never going to need to upgrade combines unless a Lizard Colossus goes in there. We will literally never need an upgrade. Dude, this is amazing. Even the header is like too small for this. Bro. Dude, this is epic. We finally got a combine. Oh my gosh. I'm actually so excited right now because, I mean, it's only the 4th episode, but it's also been 3 years in game and we finally got a combine. That's actually really huge because now we have basically everything we need. We're going from the ground up now, really. That's really all we can go from now. We have everything we need. See, as time goes on in the game, it gets harder and harder to find what you actually need. So that's kind of the challenge that this challenge, the challenge that this series slash challenge brings. I mean, that's why it's a challenge. But dude, it actually kind of makes me happy now. We got a combine. Yes. Oh my gosh. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here because we're not going to continue. It's been a pretty long episode. So, I have been recording for... I haven't physically been recording, but I can show you how long the save game's been open. I've been recording approximately about that long. Almost 2 hours this video took to record. To get those field, the plowing took a majority of the time. Seeding and rolling, that didn't take as long, but it still took a while. So, yeah, this video definitely took a little bit to record, but it's alright, because our sunflowers are in the ground. We have a combine now. That's huge. That is big. That is very big. Next, we need to get a fertilizer sprayer. We need to be able to fertilize our crops. These crops will have, like, a stage of it done, just because it was plowed. And we also need to lime those, because it's been plowed. So, this is awesome. But I'm going to see you guys in the next video. We're going to call it quits for the day here. Hopefully we can pick back up soon. And, yeah, no more leasing combines. This is amazing. Anyway, I hope to see you guys in the next video, and hopefully we do. And till then, I'll see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.